Hey guys, welcome to my channel. As you can see, I have graduated. Yay! Class of 2018. Now, in this video, I just want to tell you guys my experience of all 4 years of high school. So let's just start all the way from the beginning. Freshman year. It was my first year coming to an American public school because I've grown up all around the world with my parents being in the military, and I lived on base, and so it was military people. And then I lived in England for a bit, and so it was still on base. It was American school, but it wasn't a public school. Then we moved here in Florida, and then I went to a public school in 7th grade, but it only lasted 2 months, and then we were homeschooled because my parents thought it was just straight up horrible. And then it came to high school, 9th grade year, and they agreed to put us in public school. Now, coming into 9th grade year, I was this short, skinny, quirky girl with glasses, and I had no idea what I was doing. I had no friends, I didn't know anybody, and I was just living life. And through this, I was introduced to a lot of stuff like pornography, sex, drugs, addictions, I was aware of people's brokenness, of how broken people were, and it was just sad because one of the people that I called my friend, she was a cutter, and one day at school I just completely broke down. I needed my parents to take me out because she wouldn't stop cutting herself, and I didn't understand that because I was never it never came up to me in my life that that has come up. And so freshman year I also had one of my crushes. His name was Hunter. I thought he was so cute. Everyone shipped us whatever, but he moved away to Texas, and that was it of Hunter. Oh well. But then also freshman year I met my friend that is still my best friend today, and her name is Ying, and we kind of got close freshman year, and we just kept on talking and became really close friends. And so at the end of my freshman year, my ultimate goal was to get a new style, new everything, and just to change my look of this thing just to fit into high school, life. And so I came into sophomore year, and that's exactly what I did. I had a new style, new look, new everything. I was wearing makeup and all this, and I was just trying to fit in, trying to be part of the crew. And then I met, I should give him a code name. I'll give him Caleb. Then I met Caleb. Caleb was the most dreamy guy ever. He was everything. He was perfect, and he showed me, he gave me all the attention and all this, and then I recognized that he wasn't right for me. He was the first person to ask me for nudes on Christmas Eve. Would you believe that? He asked me for nudes, and he asked for sex and all that, and I knew myself, and so I said no, because even though I was trying to fit in, I was still very confident of who I was and who my moral value was. And so it came, sophomore year is kind of blurred because it was just all him. And then I got into ROTC into freshman year, but it was really sophomore year. And I got position of class leader because they saw my potential in leading people, which I was really excited about that, and that helped boost my confidence and get to know people more and all of that. Now coming into junior year. Junior year was a little bit of a blur. I don't remember most of it. I was still heads over heels for Caleb, and he was just my everything then, whatever. But for ROTC, I excelled to position on staff, and so it was the big class leaders, people, whatever, they led the whole battalion, and so I was part of that group, which was really awesome. See, like I said, it's super blur, but I remember hanging out with my friends Kana, Ying, Ziamara, Toa, Dwight, just everyone. I hung out with them all the time. I got to go to the beach, swimming, hanging out to the movies, and just doing everything with them. That's when I really started to experience freedom. And then the end of the year, we just left. We went to the beach for the day, and it was just awesome. And that's all I remember of junior year. And then it came to senior year. Now, senior year for me, it went fast, but it was awesome. Okay, so senior year, I got a job working at Wendy's. It was a new spot they had built by my school, so it was easy, going back and forth from school. So my life revolved around working, school, and church. That is all I did. And it started to get super hectic because my position in ROTC increased to being the second in command as XO. And so like I was in charge of parades and then putting people in order and all that. It was a lot of stress, but I made it work. Like part of school, it was started getting more stressful too because my schedule was messed up. I had an AP class and a lot of honors classes, which messed up my math class, and I was stuck with this really bad teacher. Like no one liked him, and I had to deal with this difficult teacher all year. And I've tried my hardest to get out the class many times, but it never worked. And so I just stuck with it. And it was super simple. Like it was below the level I needed to be in, but that's the only class they put me in. And then as I got to hang out with friends more, I met a new friend, and I'm not gonna say his name on here, but like he's changed my life. Like I don't even know how to describe it, but he's just been awesome. And him and Ying have just been by my side through thick and thin, just everything. And I just really appreciate them in life, because without this senior year, it would have just been so sucky without them. And like in the middle, I would say the beginning of January, right before military ball, I was organizing that whole thing, super stressed and everything. And then rumors started going around. I forgot exactly what it is, but it was between me and Ying, and like we started butting heads, and I just straight up cut all my relationships off with her, and I didn't talk to her for like a full 2 months, and it was just the worst 2 months of my life. Like through those months, I quit my job because I was super stressed with everything. I was upset. I was just like nothing was working out, and then one day Ying sent me this thing on Facebook, and it was like this message, whatever, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to tell her exactly how I feel, and let's get to the point of this. And so I texted her, she texted me back, and we called each other, and we met up in person, and we were just bawling our eyes out, because we noticed that there's this one person that was spreading these rumors that was in both of our lives, that was like telling us one thing, telling the other person the other thing, so we completely cut that person out of our lives, and we just do not acknowledge that person at all, and we're much better now. Like, our relationship is great. Like, she's my best friend. But yeah, after that, senior year started getting so much better. Like, we hung out more. I hung out with my friends, Toa, and everything more. And we just did a whole bunch of stuff. And then it came to graduation night. And we had this big plan to meet up to take pictures and everything and all. And we actually did. Like, we got to meet up and everything like that. And we took pictures. And it was a great way to end the school year. Like, without all the... Even though we had so much stress throughout the school year and so many problems, like, we ended it on a really good note. Okay. So now that school's over, we've all made the best effort to... Holy crap. Okay. Sorry about that. So now that school is over, we've all made the best of our efforts to meet up as much as possible, to hang out before we all depart on our life's journeys into the military, into college, and just journeying on, this thing that we all have to go through, which is life. And so I wrote down this thing because I know I wouldn't be able to say it right off the bat, but here's my overall experience from high school. And so it says, throughout high school, I've learned to stay true to myself, not to let what others think, do, or see get to me of changing myself. I've learned that friendships are such a beautiful thing. It's finding the right friend is what is the hard part. I've learned patience. I've gotten guidance and learned how to guide others. I've learned that I can and was a living vessel of God in that school, to pour into people and show God's love. I've learned how to deal with difficult people, students and adults, and most importantly, I've learned to love myself for who I am, not changing for others to like me, but for them to accept me for who I am. There's been so many people that I've met throughout these past 4 years from so many different backgrounds. And what I've learned is that we're all broken. It's just your decision of what you're going to do about it. And so I chose my best, and I did my best to love, to care for others, to pour into their life, and hope that a fire will ignite in them. I pray for a successful future, and I've done my part to say goodbye to high school. Thank you, guys.